The viewers down here. My name is Varun and I welcome you to my channel Varun Maths and Music. I hope you all will be fine in this time of pandemic and I am again back with another interesting question in the field of modern algebra, that if order of a ring is a prime number, then is it necessarily always a integral domain or field, or none of these? So those who haven't solved it yet uh, can try this question. Just pause the video, and those who tried and want some answers or explanation can move forward. I will not kept you waiting. Just let's see what the answer is. So the answer to this question is no, and it is not always necessary that if order of a ring is a prime number, then it is going to be an integral domain or field. It can be none, and I have tried to explain this further nicely, and there you will be able to brush your concepts with the two theorems included in the explanation. And I have tried to solve this question using a counter example, so it will be easy for you to understand. So let us see the complete explanation to this problem. So you all must be familiar with the general definition of a ring, and here's a quick look to the definition so you can remember what a ring is. And a ring is a set of two binary operations, that is addition and multiplication. And you can see all the properties written down here, and I would like to tell you that it is a abelian group over addition, and it is a monoid over multiplication. Monoid is basically the set of two properties, that is associativity and having a identity. In our case here we are taking monoid over multiplication, so we'll be having associativity, that is fifth property, and multiplicative identity as well. Also it shows distributive property over addition, that is basically the sixth property. It can be left, it is always both, that is left distributive and right distributive as well. So this is a basic ring definition, and let us move forward and see how what else we will be needing to solve this question. So now we will be having a look at the definition of zero divisors. A zero divisor is a non-zero element A of a commutative ring R, such that there is a non-zero element B that is also belonging to the ring R with AB is equal to 0. So it is basically two non-zero elements are going to be product and giving you the 0. So I can show you as a video and explain you well. So here if we take any set A, for example, having the elements 1 2 3 4 5 6 general, and if I am taking two element as 2, so this is a non-zero element and it belongs to the set A. And let us take 3 also, so that is also a non-zero element and it all belongs to the same set. And if we product both the sets, that is 2.3, that will be equal to 6. And if I am going to take the operation multiplication modulo 6, so what is going to be the answer of 2.3? So definitely 2.3 is 6, and over multiplication modulo 6, what will be? It will be 0. So two non-zero elements product to give the 0. So this is called as zero divisors. Okay. So let us move on to the next definition. What is integral domain? Because questions is mixed with this definitions. So an integral domain is a commutative ring with unity and no zero divisors. Okay, so there are no zero divisors. So we read about the zero divisors, and no zero divisors are included in integral domain. Also, let us see what a field is. So field is a commutative ring with unity in which every non-zero element is a unit, that is, it is having an inverse. Okay, moving forward, now let us see the theorems that are you are familiar with. A finite integral domain is a field. So you must remember this theorem. This is a very basic theorem. For example, if our ring is a prime having a order of prime number, and if it is an integral domain, then it will definitely be a field. So a finite integral domain is always a field, and it's always that for every prime p zp, the ring of integers modulo p is a field. So this theorems just students let get themselves confused as well for the questions as that. So for example, if they think that if a ring is of order prime p, they generally think that it is zp, and they give the solution, oh, it is a integral domain as well as a field, but it is not the case. I will show you with a counter example. And these two theorems are basically from the book Galilean, that is a prescribed group for reading linear model algebra. So this is a reference page of Galilean, page 257, where you can find these theorems. Let us move forward. So this is a counter example. If we take a factor ring 3z over 9z, so let me introduce what a factor ring is. So factor ring is basically a ring, and if we take R, if we denote R as a ring and I be an ideal of R, then R over I is basically A plus I, where A is the element in ring R. So this type of ring is known as a factor ring. The elements of this factor ring will be as I described in the definitions. So 3z over 9z will be 0 plus 9z, 3 plus 9z, 6 plus 9z, and again 9 plus 9z, but it will again be equal to 0 plus 9z, because over the multiplication modulo 9, so it will be again be 0. So clear, the order of the factor ring is 3, which is a prime number here, and hence order is prime according to our question that satisfy this. So let us show that it is not an integral domain, because if it will be an integral domain, then it necessarily has to be a field, because the theorem we read earlier that a finite integral domain is a field. So to show that it is not an integral domain, we can definitely show that it is having zero divisors, because as I told you earlier that in the case of integral domain there are no zero divisors. So if we are able to prove that the factor ring we took has zero divisors, then it is not an integral domain. So you can see that 3 plus 9z, that is not equal to 0, belongs to the factor ring 3z over 9z, and also 6 plus 9z, that is also not equal to 0 and belongs to 3z by 9z. So 3 plus 9z will act your a variable, that is the basically we talked about in the definition, and 6 plus 9z will be the b variable in the definition. So let us product them and see what we get. So a dot b, that is 3 plus 9z dot 6 plus 9z, will be equal to 18 plus 9z, and over multiplication modulo 9 we will be able to get that 0 plus 9z. So two non-zero elements product to give you a zero element. So these are the zero divisors. So the two non-zero elements give you zero element, and this factoring is not a integral domain. Since it is not the integral domain, so it cannot be a field as well. So we got the answer to our question why I said no. So it is always not necessary that if you are getting a ring of order of prime number, then it is not necessary that it is going to be an integral domain or field. Kindly tell me in the comments below, was this video useful for you? Did you guys learn the engaging with the engaging presentations that I have prepared? And if you want me to do the explanation in the paper pen style way, that the I will be writing in the, for example, I used in the video as well in the midway. So kindly let me know in the comment sections below. If you find this content helpful, kindly like and subscribe for more upcoming videos like this. And if you have any suggestions or questions, kindly leave them in the comments box below. I will be looking at them and suggesting you what you can do. And if you have any questions, just post them down there. I will be trying to make a video for that as well. So thank you guys and take care and all the best.